Next guest is working around the clock, saving this war's youngest victims. Mark Davis is founder and director of Abundance International. He operates 2 orphanages in Ukraine. Mark, it's great to see you again. UNICEF says the number of children now on the move is, quoting here, staggering. Are you seeing the same? Are you hearing the same to be able to concur with that, Mark?
There is a great movement in that direction, but you have to keep it in perspective. Please understand that if we hear the numbers of those leaving Ukraine are 5 or 10 million, it's a country of 40 million. If you hear the numbers of children leaving, still, even among the orphanages, the majority are still remaining, whether it's because they're disabled kids, hard to move, or they're just choosing to stay and weather it out. And our dedication is to making sure that those who have stayed behind, we're creating a grassroots network to get food, supplies, medicines, whatever these need. And we'll keep posting at abundanceinternational.org, and thanks for the donations. But I want to tell you something special that happened yesterday. We were able to finally reach a couple of the orphanages who were actually behind the enemy lines south of Kherson. And we were able to connect with the directors and be able to get them money. And they sent us photos of the things they bought, and the kids sent thank you pictures. And we are so proud of this. It's nothing like this has ever existed. We didn't know what to do, but we just felt like we had to do something. We've been finding everyone we can to help make deliveries and take care of the kids who can't leave. That's our mission.
Yeah, well, you should be proud, Mark, because that is exceptional work. And, you know, there are so many people who are appreciative of what you're doing. Is it your belief that in the days to come that things will get worse? And if so, is there a plan? Is there a countrywide plan? I know small groups like yours, but is there a plan in place to help these kids who may be stranded in some capacity?
As far as I know, we are the only plan, and this is why we're scrambling. I've got a database of some 21,000 kids, a number of maybe up to 40 different orphanages, and we're networking between the directors to talk to each other, see what do you guys need, because the crisis is coming in the next few weeks when food supplies haven't been coming to restaurants or grocery stores. Gasoline is running out at many cities. And it's like to find people who can still get out and make the deliveries. This is a one-on-one, grassroots level kind of an operation. And there's certainly nothing organized outside of what I'm aware of nationally to try to get these things handled. And honestly, what I love, and if I can just share this, I love all of you people, all of your Fox.
We just lost you.
Right here to this grocery store. All right.
Yeah, Mark, I think I don't know, you're back. I just want to say we might lose you again. But what Poland has already said, you know, Poland keeps saying, hey, listen, we've got so many refugees that we can only handle a few more, maybe a couple hundred more thousand, or we can't cope. So they could start pushing back. And that's the question is there another venue, another place? Is it Romania? Is it Moldova? Where do you send the next batch?
Well, it isn't just about sending, it's who's receiving. When you have the responsibility of lives who are orphans, you have to know who's on the other side. Can they take care of the physical needs? Are they going to take financial responsibility? Who's going to name tag responsible and make sure the kids arrive? And this is the critical thing. It's not just children. You're taking your own responsibility with your own family overseas. With orphans, you have to have a baton pass off to somebody who's going to take responsibility as well. I believe Romania could be a choice. Further into Europe are many other options. But it's got to be an active preliminary communication to make that happen.
We don't know how long this war is going to go, Mark, but what happens to these children after the war? I mean, it could be a month, it could be a year. What happens to these kids, one in the meantime and one after this war is over?
Well, again, my focus is on the ones who are going to have to remain in Ukraine. And so right now, I believe as long as, you know, they aren't subject to some bombing like you just described in other places, most of these have been safe and they're okay with nanny care and all the rest of that. And so as long as we can keep providing them the food, medicines they need from wherever we get them, and the people of the community seem to be pitching in as well. I love these people. They're so amazingly generous. Yeah. And if you don't mind, please, again, I just love everybody who contributing at abundanceinternational.org because it's being used and it's working.
How's the outreach been, Mark? I mean, have you, as we've had you on the air and others in similar groups, how has the outreach been? Have you had Americans and Brits and other people saying, listen, we'll take those kids. We want those kids. If they need a home, we have a home to offer?
Yes. In fact, I thank you for bringing that. There's so many pieces to the story. I can't get on. You asked a good one. We actually have a person dedicated just to the request for adoption. So if somebody is interested in adopting, just go and reach me and put adoption on the contact page information. And we will connect you with somebody who has already successfully adopted, there is in the process of adopting, understands the process. And as soon as the dust settles, we're going to try to connect as many of these people who are saying, please, I'd like to take a child, I'm ready to adopt them. We want to get you into the system so we can make that happen as quickly as possible. So let us know. We are creating a network and a database right now to facilitate those.
Yeah, we met a 13-year-old girl yesterday who was on her way to her new parents in Chicago, and the war started. She's been stuck, but those new parents are bound and determined to get her, and we hope that she will be on her way soon. Mark, you're doing exceptional work. Again, applause to you and your group, and anything we can do to help, please reach out. Thank you, sir.